Hi, my name is Camila Bost, and this Oped video is for English 105. This opinion piece is focused on the topic of secularism and how society is becoming less religious as a whole. Society is becoming increasingly less religious by the day due to factors we see in our generation. For example, there being a significant decrease in church attendance, schools rarely allowing religious practice, and a major shift towards scientific and rational explanations. Although we see this trend happening a lot in our day and age, the decline of religious acts in society has existed since ancient times, going all the way back in history, starting in 1851 when British writer George Holyoake used the term secularism. The movement of secularism stems from many different areas, including historical, social, and cultural facts. It emerged from several different needs and developments in human history. While the specifics of what secularism was created for varies from different timelines and cultures, there are key essential factors. One overarching factor that caused this movement was the need for rational and scientific explanations. For example, the Enlightenment in 17th and 18th century created a major shift that emphasized reason and demanded evidence and proof over faith and tradition. Secularization is essentially just people disassociating themselves with any religious or spiritual acts. Three different examples of where we see this significant decrease is in church attendance, schools rarely mentioning God or even religious, and there being a shift toward scientific and rational explanations. Today, it's very common for people, including ones that practice religion, to only attend church during holidays or for special events. It is statistically proven that church attendance in the U.S. is only decreasing more and more every year. Aside from this, the school systems are also reduced from prayer or any religious activities and only refer to teachings from a non-religious approach to education. For example, in former times, all schools were allowed and even encouraged to freely pray before class started, teach from Bible readings, and hold religious activities. Public schools also often exclude any religious teachings, whether it's in topics like science, biology, literature, and history. Lastly, there's a huge shift in people going to science for answers and explanations rather than their religions. Topics like evolution, climate change, and how the universe came to be are often questions that people look to science to answer. The trend of secularization is extremely important because it is shaping and changing the world we live in today, affecting almost everything we know. Whether you're religious or not, this is an issue that affects everyone, creating a division between humanity. Not only does it create a division and separation amongst people, but it also causes them to pursue unethical decisions resulting in dishonesty or corruption. As a religious person myself who believes in Christianity, I know that the Bible tells us that the world is sinful and will only get worse until our Savior Jesus Christ returns to rule over all humanity, dominion, and powers. With that being said, I believe that this issue is something that unfortunately will forever stay, as humans will never live in perfect harmony and will never share the same opinions or beliefs. Although I believe we should still be able to have more religious freedom in our country and go back to the teachings of the First Amendment. It's very difficult and challenging to be able to practice what I believe in without being called out or even canceled for it. At the core of society becoming less religious and secularization becoming a movement is just an act of humanity wanting to be separated and divided. Overall, society will continue to evolve and people will continue to have different opinions and beliefs. Secularization is a movement that is inevitable as it affects values, culture, and individualism, whether you're a religious person or not. It's not something we can narrow down and create a stop to. Although, as religious people, we can try our hardest to share our beliefs in hopes that people will at least listen to have different perspectives and insights on life itself. That is all, and thank you for your time.